Well, Toronto's oldest operating movie theater is facing the possibility of closing its doors. This is amid a dispute with its landlord. For more, let's go live to CP24's Jamie Goodfriend. Jamie.
Yeah, Bakari, there's many tenant and landlord disputes in the city, but this one is a little bit more unique because it involves not only Toronto, but Canada's oldest operating cinema, the Revue Cinema on Roncesvalles. This is an institution that many people know. They've been visiting for many years. And for the last 17 years, the Revue Film Society, they're a nonprofit organization. They're the ones who've been operating out of this. And they learned this week that their board essentially told them that they're not going to have their lease extended, which is set to expire in the next 2 days. And instead, the owner wants to take the cinema private. The 96-year-old landlord, real estate investor Danny Mullen, says that they've been in negotiations for several months. And from what we understand, that they were close to reaching an agreement on extending the lease. However, that all changed last week when the board was notified that their lease would not be renewed. Mullen also wants to oust the board and take this company private. There have been a lot of disagreements for several months about how the board is running the theater. Mullen says that the board has prevented him from doing certain renovations and also failed to operate the business appropriately. So we got both sides of the story earlier today. We heard from Danny Mullen, and I also spoke with Grant Oyson. He's the chair of the Revue Film Society.
The dispute arose literally in the last 48 hours. On Wednesday night, we received word from an agent of our landlord of the last 17 years. He showed up during a sold-out screening of The Matrix, and he said, folks, you're all out of here. As of July 1st, it's last day of our rent is June 30th. He expressed he doesn't want to renew our lease, and he wants us out of the building, and he's planning to take it private. We've been run by a non-profit for the last 17 years.
We want to get rid of the board, bring it back to private sector. It's very simple. Why we need the board? They've never done nothing. Every time we sign a new lease, they never fulfill the lease. I mean, they're supposed to do work, do the seats. They do nothing.
Now, the Revue Film Society obviously not happy about this. They're actually seeking an emergency court injunction today to see if they can extend this. But they're also upset over the fact that, they've poured in hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years, not only on maintenance and renovations, but also equipment such as projectors. And the last thing they want to see is this very important institution shut down. It would also impact the 30 staff members that work there. And according to Grant, he tells me, Bakari, that Danny Mullen offered to essentially keep those people on as staff, but he also looks at that as a hostile takeover. Meanwhile, the theater also goes on to say that in the event that there is any disruptions, anyone who's purchased advance tickets or maybe rented the venue, they'll be refunded their money. Back to you for now.
Wow, there's a lot of parts to this story. CP24's Jamie Goodfriend live in studio.